Hello there, my name's Simon and I'm a Fire Safety Officer from Leicestershire Fire and Rescue Service. I'm going to talk to you today about hospitality venues. Following the government announcement that hospitality venues can reopen their gardens from the 12th of April, we've produced some advice around fire safety with the use of marquees and temporary structures where you may be serving alcohol and or food. So if you are thinking about putting up a temporary structure such as a marquee or a gazebo in your hospitality venue's garden or car park to serve alcoholic drinks and food to customers from the 12th of April, there's a few things that you need to consider and remember. The marquee itself has to be of a proven fire performance. It has to be for fire resistant material. If you are unaware of what the material is, you should have either a label on the marquee itself or a certificate from the company that provided it or produced it, so it may be worth checking with them. If there's no label on there, they should be well away from the buildings, any other obstructions such as power lines, fire exits. The structure itself should be checked as well to make sure there's no cracks or damage in there. If the marquee itself is open-sided, then clearly you don't have to consider fire exits too much from the marquee. However, if you have got sides on all sides of the marquee, you need to consider the occupancy figures, taking into account the COVID guidance and social distancing about the numbers of people you can have in there. And for this, we have produced some guidance for you to look at this. If you're thinking about more than one marquee or gazebo going up in your garden, just consider the positioning and whether or not they are close together or not, and that they don't block any sort of means of escape from those areas. Here we have a marked fire exit which you're going to have in your licensed premises. You need to ensure that your marquees do not block or restrict these exits, because your staff will still be going in and out of the premise to serve alcohol and food. And potentially you may have customers using toilets potentially, depending on the layout and the numbers of your public house. So ideally this door should be open into a place of safety, and you shouldn't enter into a marquee. So your marquee shouldn't be against the building itself, it should be away from the building. Especially if that marquee was to catch fire for any reason, then it's away enough from your building that your building will not catch fire. You should ensure that your premises has fire extinguishers in the premises. You don't necessarily need fire extinguishers within your marquees, however, it's good to have them nearby with staff trained in their use, and it's the right type of extinguisher for the risk. And this is where your fire assessment comes in handy to review that you've got adequate fire safety measures in place. If you're unsure about your number of extinguishers, please do give us a call or speak to your local fire extinguisher company for advice on the best use for marquees. You may choose to have them nearby in designated points, but not actually in the marquee itself. We have produced some fire safety guidance in regards to marquees for hospitality venues that are going to reopen from the 12th of April, which includes detailed guidance here which will be available on our social media and to download from our website before this date. However, if you do need any advice before this, we have got our contact details on here, so you can speak to our specialist fire safety team. On a positive note, it's good that businesses are now starting to open up and operate as normal. As a gentle reminder, we always advise that you, as soon as you open your business, that you do check your fire safety provisions, that your PAT testing, your fire alarm, your emergency lighting, your staff training are all up to date, and if you've got any new staff that are starting, that they're inducted on fire safety. As always, if you do need any support or advice or any fire safety advice, please do give us a call. We're here to help, and one of our trained fire safety advisors or fire protection officers will get in touch with you and assist you with anything that you need. But first port of call for any fire safety advisor will be to review your current fire risk assessment. But again, if you do need any help, then please do give us a call.